The WWE Universe has come to expect unpredictability, but few could have anticipated the sheer brutality that unfolded when Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker joined forces to unleash a shocking and calculated assault on Jacob Fatu. Fans were left speechless as the beatdown unfolded, shaking the foundation of the WWE roster and sparking heated debates about alliances, rivalries, and the future of all three men involved. The attack was not just another segment, it was a statement, a moment that reminded fans why professional wrestling thrives on drama, betrayal, and explosive confrontations. The build-up, tensions rising in the locker room. Jacob Fatu, known as a proud member of the Anoa'i dynasty and one of the most physically intimidating stars in WWE, has been carving his own path since arriving on the main roster. His presence alone demands respect. For weeks, he has been vocal about carrying the weight of his family's legacy, while also proving that he doesn't need to rely solely on his bloodline's reputation. Meanwhile, Bron Breakker, the explosive second-generation powerhouse, and Bronson Reed, the colossal wrecking machine, have been quietly gaining momentum. Both men share a common frustration. Despite their size, skill, and dominance, they often feel overlooked in favor of more established names. That chip on their shoulders became the fuel for what fans witnessed on this fateful night. Backstage reports suggested that tensions between Fatu and the duo had been brewing. A series of confrontations, disrespectful comments, and interrupted promos created an environment ripe for violence. The attack, a two-on-one destruction. The assault unfolded after Jacob Fatu had just finished a hard-fought victory inside the ring. The crowd was still buzzing from his performance when suddenly, Bronson Reed's music hit. Fans initially thought they were about to witness an impromptu face-off, but things quickly took a darker turn. Reed made his way down the ramp, and before Fatu could even prepare himself, Bron Breakker stormed the ring from the crowd, blindsiding him with a devastating spear. The impact nearly cut Fatu in half, and the audience erupted in a mixture of shock and outrage. From there, the beatdown escalated. Breakker unleashed a flurry of stiff strikes, showing no hesitation. Reed, with his imposing size, crushed Fatu with multiple splashes and a thunderous senton that left him gasping for breath. Together, they delivered a coordinated assault, making it clear that this wasn't a spontaneous outburst. It was premeditated. The climax came when Reed scaled the ropes and delivered his massive tsunami splash on a motionless Fatu, while Breakker stood guard, daring anyone from the locker room to intervene. No one did. The message was loud and clear. Fatu had been targeted, and the attackers wanted everyone to know they were now a force to be reckoned with. Why Jacob Fatu? The decision to target Jacob Fatu wasn't random. Fatu represents strength, heritage, and a direct link to the storied Anoa'i family. The same dynasty that produced Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and more. Attacking him was not just about sending a message to one man. It was about challenging an entire legacy. Reed and Breakker know that striking Fatu puts them in the spotlight, forcing the WWE Universe and the Anoa'i family to acknowledge them. By taking down someone with such pedigree, they instantly catapult themselves into relevance, no matter the backlash. Backstage fallout and Triple H's response reports indicate that WWE officials, including Triple H, were furious about the chaos caused by Reed and Breakker. While the attack was part of the storyline direction, the viciousness with which it was executed left many stunned. Triple H later addressed the situation on social media, stating that the actions of Reed and Breakker will not go unanswered, teasing possible suspensions, fines, or a high-stakes match as punishment. However, as fans know, punishments in WWE often become opportunities for storyline growth. Many believe this attack may be the start of something bigger, perhaps even a new dominant faction spearheaded by Reed and Breakker. The locker room's reactions varied. Some superstars reportedly expressed admiration for Reed and Breakker's boldness, seeing them as two hungry athletes finally taking matters into their own hands. Others condemned the ambush, calling it disrespectful and dangerous, especially against someone with the reputation and family backing of Jacob Fatu. Veterans noted that this attack might have lit a fire under Fatu, pushing him to a new level of intensity in the coming weeks. Those who know him best warn that Fatu is not someone who forgives easily, and his payback could be devastating. The WWE Universe speaks out. As expected, fans flooded social media with their reactions. Supporters of Reed and Breakker praised the attack. Calling it a brilliant way to shake things up and establish dominance. "This is what WWE needs," one fan tweeted. "Hungry young stars making their mark." Defenders of Fatu expressed outrage, demanding justice for what they saw as a cowardly 2-on-1 ambush. Hashtags like #JusticeForFatu and #StopTheBeastlyBronsons trended throughout the night. Speculators immediately began theorizing about whether this would lead to Fatu joining forces with other members of the Anoa'i family to strike back. Could we see a bloodline-related feud ignite from this incident? The online debates only amplified the chaos, proving once again that controversy sells in WWE. What this means for the future. This shocking beatdown opens several doors for potential storylines. Jacob Fatu's revenge arc. The most obvious direction is for Fatu to come back stronger than ever, seeking revenge against Reed and Breakker. WWE could build this into a major pay-per-view storyline, positioning Fatu as a dominant babyface hero. Formation of a new faction. Reed and Breakker may not stop here. Their chemistry as a destructive duo suggests they could be forming the foundation of a larger faction, one that aims to dominate WWE's main roster. Bloodline involvement. Given Fatu's family ties, this attack could spark the involvement of other Anoa'i members. Imagine Solo Sikoa or even Jimmy Uso stepping in to defend family honor. Such an angle could reignite the bloodline storyline in fresh and exciting ways. Triple threat collision. WWE might build toward a high-profile triple threat or handicap scenario, giving fans a chance to see whether Fatu can overcome two monsters at once. The bigger picture. Beyond the immediate shock factor, this incident demonstrates WWE's commitment to building its next generation of stars. Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker represent the future. Big, strong, charismatic performers who can carry the company for years to come. By targeting a powerhouse like Fatu, WWE is investing in their credibility. At the same time, Jacob Fatu is being positioned as a central figure who can carry significant storylines, whether as a dominant solo act or as part of his legendary family's ongoing saga. Conclusion: the calm before the storm. The brutal beatdown delivered by Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker against Jacob Fatu will go down as one of the most shocking ambushes of the year. It wasn't just an attack. It was a calculated move designed to shift the power dynamics within WWE. For Fatu, the road to redemption and revenge begins now. For Reed and Breakker, the spotlight is firmly on them as they embrace their roles as destructive disruptors. One thing is certain, this story is far from over. The WWE Universe will be watching closely to see what happens next, and if Jacob Fatu decides to strike back, the fallout could reshape the entire landscape of WWE.